Hello, my loves. I am so excited to be here on my reformer guiding you from home. I have a very fun, intermediate advanced, full body Pilates flow planned, and I can't wait for you to try. In terms of equipment, we of course will need a reformer, and if you have a set of lighter and heavier dumbbells, I encourage you to grab. I'll be using 5 and 10 pounds, but grab something that's going to suit you best. Now, when it comes to the reformer, I have the Merrithew reformer, and my spring loads are white as the lightest, blue as moderate resistance, and red as the heaviest. Just because I'm advising a certain spring load or exercise on this machine doesn't mean it's a fit for yours. So please make sure that you're making those amendments and modifications based on your equipment as well. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into the fun. We're going to be on a blue or moderate resistance for the start until the end of this flow, which keeps things nice and simple. Bringing your box on short in front of shoulder blocks, you're going to turn to face the back of your machine, placing the knees on carriage and hands on box. We're going to warm up in our series of cat-cow. Start to let the belly drop, chin rise as we take an inhale to open heart. And then we exhale to scoop and around, bringing our gaze to look towards the belly button. Inhale, let the belly drop. And we exhale to scoop and round, gaze towards the heart. Just warming up our wrists, our spine. One more like this. And then when you're ready, meet me in through center. We're going to take an inhale to reach that right arm towards the sky. Gaze follows the hand. And then I want you to circle your right wrist around one direction. You might hear a little bit of clicking with my wrist. And then we'll take it the other way. Really enjoying this twist. And then you're going to release that right hand in through center. Inhaling, reaching that left arm high, gaze follows. Circle that left wrist around. And circle it the other way. And then place that left hand down. Now you're going to tuck your toes under on your platform, and then you're going to press the carriage away. Start to step the left foot on the ground. Bring your elbows to the outside of the box. You're going to bend into your left leg as much as it feels okay through your hip flexor. And then when you're ready, you're going to find roundness, trying to feel a stretch through that left hamstring. Bending into that left knee. And then straightening that left leg as much as you can within your body. One more like this. Nice. And then you're going to step it back in through center, 2 feet together, right foot to the outside of the machine. Perfect. Going through that bend and stretch like we did on the other side. Inhaling to straighten the leg. Exhale as you bend. One more like this. And then you're going to meet me in your high plank. So let's adjust those forearms on our box. Toes are going to be on your platform, or if you want more heat, feet are going to step up to your foot bar. So as we've got ourselves in that plank position, we start to scan the body, ensuring that the glutes are switched on, that belly button is drawn in, and shoulders stay stacked over your elbows. You're going to start to draw that belly button a little bit more, and then create that lift as you exhale, bringing that bum towards the sky, carriage towards the stopper. Inhale, slowly lower it down into your plank. And then exhale, bring yourself up, up, up. Inhale, lower, gaze looks between the hands. And then we exhale, bringing that bum towards the sky. Trying to keep the legs as straight as possible if that's within your body. We're going to work here for another 6. Amazing. Firing up our powerhouse. Here for 5. We've got 4. You're here for 3. We've got 2. And final one. Here we go. Coming in, and lowering yourself down. Let's go 2 feet on platform. Can you press onto the palms of your hands on your box? Now from here, toes can stay on platform. Knees are welcome to come on platform as you walk your hands down towards the carriage, then back up towards the box. Nice. We're going to still keep playing with this and start imagining that we have a tray of margaritas on our back. If we let the hips rock side to side, then we don't get a drink to finish class, and that is not fun. My friends that want even more heat here are going to start to bring their feet up to the foot bar, and we're going to do another 6. So close to the end. We're here for 5. Let's get it 4. Alternating what hand leads always. We've got 3. We're going to be here for another 2. And final 1. And bring yourself back in. Woo! I hope you're feeling nice and warm. I sure am. Okay, so jumping into an upper body flow here. We're going to be staying on that 1 medium spring and bringing a weight that you feel comfortable to go through a shoulder press into your left hand. You're going to make your way into a seated position facing the side of your machine so that you can bring your strap into your right hand. Okay, so as we're seated here, we have the legs turned out from the hip in that sumo squat stance. Now, elbows are going to bend by our side into cactus. We're going to take an inhale at the bottom, and then you're going to exhale, reach the arms overhead. Inhale as you release, and then exhale overhead. Now, you can either choose to stay here, or you're going to be super careful trying to start with the bum lifted off, and then you're going to stand, reaching those arms overhead. Optional to get that bum to tap that box in between each rep. That's going to make it even harder. Making sure that you're not leaning right or leaning left. We want to keep a nice tall posture with the chest proud and ribs drawn in. Good. Can we go here for another 6? Exhale as you press. Inhale as you lower. We've got 5. You've got 4. We're here for 3. You're here for 2. Gorgeous. And on 1, stay standing if you're up, or if you're seated, I'm going to show you from here. You're going to bring that weight into your strap. Hands grab the strap and the weight, and you're going to start to reach that weight towards the front of your reformer, and then you're going to release, bending the elbows, twisting the torso to the back. Twist the heart, reach the arms forward, and then release this back. I'm standing it up for those that are up here. We twist and punch the arms forward and shine the heart back. Switching on those obliques. And imagining that you have a diamond necklace that you want to show the world to the front and towards the back. Yes, stay with it. We've got another 6. So impressed by you guys. We're here for 5. We've got 4. Keep breathing, here for 3. Woo, those shoulders are burning up. You have 2. Amazing. Final 1. And then we release, lowering ourselves back down onto our box. Now, we're going to let the legs fall forward, bringing the strap into our left hand, weight into our right. Okay. From here, I want you to find your C-spine. So you're going to tuck that tailbone under. Maybe the legs are in a slight hover. You're going to start to draw the sword, extend the left arm as you shoulder press the right, and then you're going to release the arms back in. We start to exhale, reaching the arms across, and then inhale, bringing it in. If you want to advance, the legs are in your teaser position, trying to keep the shins parallel towards the sky. Make sure you're in the center of your box. Otherwise, that box is going to tip. Can we all start to draw those inner thighs together? Yes. Exhaling to reach, lighting up the back of your left shoulder. Beautiful job. Can we go here for another 6? We're here for 5. Doing amazing. 4. Keep playing. Here for 3. We've got 2. And final 1. Here we are. You're going to hold. Can you start to pulse the knees out an inch and in an inch towards the chest? Keep that left arm straight. We're here for 6. You're here for 5. That's 4. That's 3, 2, and 1. Release. Woo. We're going to let that strap just kind of fall to the side, and we're going to be grabbing our second weight into our hand. Standing ourselves back up onto the platform first, we'll be bringing the left foot on the carriage. Right toes can stay on platform, or they're coming up to foot bar if you want more heat. Start to bend into your left leg. We're going into our lunge. Really hinge through the hips, lining that nose over toes. You're going to start to row the arms. We release the arms, then you're going to come all the way back in. Chest lifts to go through that bicep curl, shoulder press at the top. You're going to hinge forward, bending through that left leg, rowing the arms, and then standing yourself back up for that shoulder press. Now, when you get to the bottom of your rep, I want a lot of your weight to stay within that left heel, and I want you to try to lengthen the back of your right knee as much as possible. We're going to stay here for another 6. Starting to feel the work happen through that left leg. We're here for 5. So impressed. We've got 4. Amazing. This is 3. You're here for 2. Final 1. Here we are. You're going to hold this at the bottom. Let's start to scooter. Bend the right knee, stay low through your left leg, and then straighten that right leg out. There's a ceiling above you. If you lift your head up, you're going to hit your head, and that's no fun. Can we incorporate the arms? The arms row, drawing those shoulder blades in when your right leg straightens. Good job. Let's go here for another 6. Amazing. Here for 5. Can you draw that belly button in a little bit more? For 4. We've got 3. Amazing. You're here for 2. And on 1. You're going to release, bringing yourself in. Woo! Good job, guys. That left cheek should be burning up by now. And whenever you're ready, you'll bring those weights just in between your shoulder blocks. We're going to be reaching for the strap towards the right of us as we face the back of our machine. And then we're going to step 2 feet on the carriage. Careful as you get into this, because anytime we're standing 2 feet on the carriage, we've got to move slow and careful. Otherwise, we might fall. Left hand stays down. You're going to pull the right strap towards you, sneaking your right sole of your foot in. Once it sneaks in, 2 hands are going to come onto your box, and you're going to find a deep bend through your left knee. Now, what I don't want to see is rounding through the shoulders in a kick like this. I want you to find your extension. Think of the shoulder blades pulling in, the ribs draw in, and bum sticks out ever so slightly. Now from here, we're going to be very careful as we kick back that right leg, and then we're going to bring it back in. You're going to exhale, lengthening that right leg parallel, maybe flexing through the right toes. Nice. Now my friends that want more are going to release their leg, reaching for their weight into their left hand. Now you're going to do the same thing, except see if you can row your left arm at the same time that you're going to kick your right leg back. Maybe you're getting even lighter through your right fingertips, keeping that gaze looking in between your shoulder blocks. Staying here for another 6. Imagine I'm next to you and I'm able to tickle the back of your right knee. Can you give me a little bit more? You're into your final 3. You're here for 2. Final 1. Here we are. Up, up, up. Let's pulse the arm in and leg at the same time. We're here for another 6. We've got 5. Amazing. Keep that bend through that left leg for 3. You've got 2. And on 1. Release that all the way in. Strap carefully comes off. And you'll bring yourself all the way home. Okay. How are we feeling? Amazing. I love it. Okay. We're going to go into another plank flow through center. So you can just bring those weights to the side of your machine. We don't need them at this moment. So meet me back on your forearms, tucking the toes under on our platform or on that foot bar. This time we're going to add an extension, trying to reach the hands towards the pegs, hinging through the shoulders, and then piking that bum up towards the sky. Lowering down with control, and then trying to reach those hands away from you. Beautiful job. We're here for 6. This is 5. Make sure those hips stay shining down when you reach the arms forward. Perfect. We've got 3. Really brace the core as you reach. Try not to let the back dip or let the bum lift. Perfect. Finish this rep off. Here we are. 1 more. Pike it up. And we lower ourselves down. Can you press up onto your hands? You know the drill. Widen stance of the feet if you need. And you're lowering hands to carriage, walking hands to box. Hands to carriage, hands to box. Nice. Don't drop those marks. We're going to go here for another 6. We're here for 5. We're here for 4. We've got 3. Final 2. And last one. Woo! Bring that in. Woo! Okay, guys. Grab that water if you need to. And then we're going to turn to the other side. We're going to bring that weight into our right hand, strap into our left, and finding that external rotation of the hip. So feeling those knees open up, keeping them lined up with the toes. Elbows bend into your cactus. You take an inhale to prepare with a tall spine, and then you're going to exhale, reach the arms up, inhale, lowering back down. Exhale to reach, inhale to lower. 1 more just like this. Exhale, reach, inhale, lower. Now maybe you're able to lift that bum off, standing yourself all the way up, up, up. Again, option to try to tap that bum to the box in between each rep. That's going to be more advanced. Ask yourself, are you leaning right because of that strap? If yes, see if you can try to keep that pelvis level by engaging through your core. Evenly press through both of those arms. See what you have here for 6. We've got 5. We're here for 4. Push through. You've got 3. Doing amazing. This is 2. And on 1, you're going to release. Let's bring that weight into our strap, either standing or staying seated. From here, shine your heart to the back of the reformer, and then arm is going to reach back forward, twisting towards the back, and then exhale, pressing it forward. Really working through our rotation, oblique, and shoulder strength. Woo, let's get it. You've got 6. So impressed by you guys. Here for 5. We're here for 4. You're here for 3. Are you giving me everything you can with that rotation? For 2. And your final 1. Releasing yourself back down. Sitting your bum down and then letting the legs come forward towards the edge of your box. The strap comes into your right hand. Your weight comes into your left. Stay here and then start to tuck the tailbone under into your C-spine. Start to extend the right arm, keeping a firm wrist as the left arm reaches overhead. And then you're going to release back in. Exhale as the arms pull apart. Inhale as you bring it back in. Option to, again, go into your teaser, hovering the legs, keeping the inner thighs drawn together. Notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders and in your face. Try to relax them a little bit. Making this a smooth ride all the way across and all the way back in. We're staying here for another 6. We're here for 5. We've got 4. You're here for 3. We're here for 2. Final 1, you're going to hold this here. Pause the arms. You're going to pulse the knees out and in towards the chest, or you're just holding your arms for 6. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let that strap just fall to the side. And then we're going to get ready for our back facing lunges. Weights come onto our box. We stand up through the platform and then place the right foot on the carriage, left toes on platform or left toes on your foot bar. Okay, we're going to reach for those weights and we're going to start to hinge through the hips, transferring the weight to your right leg. Bend through your right knee as much as you can. Left leg is straight. Arms row. We release. And then we stand this up through our bicep curl, shoulder press without slamming our carriage against the stopper. I've got sweat dripping down my box. Perfect. Nice. Make sure you're not rounding the shoulders when you hinge forward. You have that diamond necklace that we want to show off. Gorgeous. Now we're moving into our last 6. Really power through that right heel. Amazing. You're here for 5. Should have brought a towel with me. You're here for 4. Going in and out nice and slow. Don't rush. We've got 3. Amazing. This is 2. Is your left knee getting nice and long and strong on your lowering? Perfect. Last one. You're going to meet me at the bottom. Let's hold the arms in. Here we go. We hold. Elbows pull in, and then you're going to release the arms. We start to scooter. Exhale, pull the arms, straightening that left leg out while you keep your deepest bend through your right leg. Bring this home. Keep killing it. You've got 6. All the way to the end, we've got 5. You're here for 4. Lighting up that back body here for 3, 2, and 1. Release that in. Woo! Shake out the legs for a moment and then bring just one of your weights in between shoulder blocks and keep the other weight into your right hand this time. Standing 2 feet on carriage. Again, you're going to get into this slowly, super slow, walking the hands up the strap. As you sneak your left foot in, the sole of the left foot is around the loop. Now, you're going to bring that weight into your right hand, maybe. You're going to bend into your right leg. Think of sticking out the bum while still drawing the ribs in. We're going to go into that standing kickback. Start to extend the left leg parallel and then bend the knee, draw it back in. Exhale, kick that leg back. Inhale, pulling it in. Yes. Option to start to play with that row. That's going to happen through that right arm. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, release it back in. I'm so proud of you guys. Keep going. This is not easy stuff, but you're sure as hell making it look easy. Let's go. Still using that breath. We've got another 6. Keep that right elbow locked in when it rows. We work for 5. Yes, this is 4. We're here for 3. You're here for 2. Final one, you're going to hold and pulse. Little down, little up. We work here for another 6. Hand down if you need. You've got 5. Here for 4. Are you lifting that leg up with all your might for 3, for 2, and 1. We release, bringing that back in. Woo, okay. Let that strap just go to the side, and you're going to take a moment with the weights towards one side of your machine. As they come to one side, you're going to bring your hands on the box, knees on your platform, and just press the carriage away, melting your chest towards the springs. Let's take that second. In a nice deep stretch through the shoulders, through the chest. If you do yoga, kind of emulates that puppy pose, rocking in and out. Okay, and then bring yourself back in. And we have one final push of class today. We're going to do that fun plank walk to close us out for our final flow. So whenever you're ready, you can go knees on platform, or you're going to bring your toes up to that platform or feet up to your foot bar. This is your final shot at it with me today. So hands are shoulder width apart. Engage the core as you start to walk the hands down and walk those hands back up. Finish off class with me just like you started. Nice and strong here. Already into your final 6. Keep pushing. I'm so proud. We've got 5. You're here for 4. We've got 3. Final 2. And last one. Complete that rep. And then you bring yourself all the way in. Woo, my loves. You are all done. We're going to move into a nice stretch together before we close things out. So we're going to turn to face the front of our machine, placing that left foot on your platform, right foot on your box. Hands can be on the foot bar. You're going to send the carriage out into your nice deep lunge. Option to flex through that left foot, getting into your hamstring a little bit if you want a bit more. You can make this dynamic, flowing into it and pausing where it might feel a little bit sticky. And then whenever you're ready, we bring ourselves in and switch sides. Right foot comes down, left foot comes back. Again, bending into your right leg and straightening it out as you'd like, releasing through the hip flexor and hamstring. And then bring yourself all the way in, placing the knees on our box. Hands stay on the foot bar. You're going to send the carriage back, popping the bum up away from the heels and trying to lower the chest towards the springs. And then you can lower that bum back down, lifting it up and lowering back down. As you prop it up, bring your right hand on top of your left. Look underneath your left armpit, trying to lower that right side body towards the spring. You'll feel a stretch all down your right side. And you can make it more intense by leaning that chest a little bit closer towards the reformer. Bring yourself all the way in, switching sides, right hand to right side, left hand on top, and then twist towards the right. Looking underneath the right armpit. And then when you're ready, bring yourself all the way back in and you can step off of your machine. You're all finished. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had a ton of fun moving with you today, and I hope you did too. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you on the reformer again soon.